If you want something that you never had, you have to do something that you never did. Okay, said J.D. Houston. And Jim Rohn put it this way: the way we set our sails determine our direction, not the wind. It's not the wind that we can blame, but the way we set our sails. So it is up to us if we are setting our sails on the high performers, on the high performance, or we stay on the shore of mediocrity. This is what I'm going to talk about today. And welcome to my channel. My name is Gabriel. I'm your personal mindset trainer today, and I will do my best to show you some traits of the high performers. I intend to share with you those things, so you will know. If you want to know more about us, or you need a very powerful tool for your mind that I've created for you, go to the link below and you'll find everything that you need about us or about that tool. It's a downloadable and it's free. Here are some of the things that high performers consciously activate within their mind and focus differently from the mediocre or the average. I said activate because those things everybody have. I have, you have, everybody has those things, but they are dormant, okay? They are not activated. And the first and the most important trait of high performers is that they have a clear purpose, with a clear vision for their life. I told you about that in our structure. It's our central pillar about the vision. That's the most important thing. And they have that clear vision. And where they are visionaries. And when they have that clear vision, once they become clear about their vision, about their purpose, they stick with it. And they think about it all the time. This is how they activate and cultivate those traits that everybody has. I have a really powerful quote, probably the most powerful quote on personal development from Patanjali. Patanjali was a spiritual, a really high spiritual guy, you know, but he's got this quote with incredible power. I really love it, okay? So here what he says. When you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person that you ever dreamed yourself to be. I think this is really great stuff. I don't know how did he came to this idea, but it's really actual. It's really for now, you know, because we all have those forces, we all have those faculties, but they are dormant. Why? Because we don't have a why. Why should I use those faculties? If you don't have a vision, why you should use it? So it stays there, dormant. So this is what high performers do. They activate those things with a clear vision. What mediocre mind do? Well, nothing. Mostly, they have no vision, they have no purpose, they have nothing, or they just do things because they need to survive. Otherwise, they won't do it. In the rest, mostly they connect with the couch, and the TV. Of course, they hope things will get better for them. When the weather will change, when the president will change, when the government will change, sometime, some things they hope it will get better. When outside things change. On the other way, the high performers, they start from the inside. They change the things from the inside in order for things on the outside to change. Well, the second trait of high performers is that they are proactive. They create the circumstances that they want. They make the circumstances. George Bernard Shaw have a really powerful quote on this one too. He said, "People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want. And if they can find them, they make them." That's how high performers see it. They are proactive. They don't find the circumstance or something, they don't find the circumstances they want. They create them. There is no trail, they will make a trail, okay? Where there is nothing, they will do something about it. So when they see an opportunity, the mediocre mindset, put it this way: I don't have this because I don't have the money or other means. I am not like those high performers, or I don't have the skills. They find all the excuses possible and they blame everything outside of them, and then they quit, even though the opportunity is clear. On the other side, when they see a possibility, high performers have a totally different mindset. Even though they have the same circumstances, even though they face the same obstacles like the others, they put it this way: I cannot do this yet. Okay, I cannot do this yet, because they can't. Like the others one, they can't. But they put it this way: I cannot do this yet. They sit down with a blank piece of paper and they put on the paper, they ask themselves, how can I do this? How can I do this? And they write down all the possibilities. Or I don't have the money or the means to do this. Okay, put it on the paper. They sit down, put it on the paper. How can I get the money or the means to do this? And start doing, make a plan. Or I don't have the skills yet, okay? And they sit down with a blank sheet of paper and they write down every possibility. How can I do this? How can I get those skills? How can I become better? And they write it down and start doing it. They don't quit. So they take massive action, they are proactive, and they create whatever they need. Another trait of high performers is that they are always optimistic and grateful. They are always grateful for whatever they have, Then they are always optimistic. They are always, smiling about something. They see that this world is a big opportunity somehow, On the other hand, the mediocre mindset have always pessimistic mindset. They blame everything. They think it's all scarcity, They blame the government, they blame the economy, they blame the wind, they blame the rain and everything. That's their mindset. It's a closed mindset somehow. The fourth trait of high performers is that they are resilient and have an open mindset to anything. They turn every adversity into an advantage. They don't see obstacles, they see challenges, they have a different mindset about it, and they use different words. They know that a challenge will help them grow. It's not an obstacle, it's not something that would stop them, but something that will make them grow. The mediocre have a closed mindset and are emotionally reactive. They turn every opportunity, everything, into a problem. You know, no matter how good it is, they will always find something that doesn't work. And of course, there are always things that doesn't work. Of course, it should be some problems, okay? It should be some challenges in everything. Otherwise, it's not worthwhile. So that's their trait. That's their mediocre mindset, okay? Another high performer's trait is that they have a clear picture of their present identity and their future identity. You know, and they always set new standards for themselves when it comes to that, or when it comes to their identity. They don't stick just with something, they always set new standards. They know that in order to achieve what they want, the standards of life that they want, they have to match it with the personality, with their personality. And to be able to live at that level, they have to match it with their personality. The same personality cannot create a different reality. And they know that. They have that high standards, they have to match them with a different personality. And I will give you a simple exercise for you that I use. And it helps me because it helps me to match the identity of what I want. It matches me things that I want, the vibration of the things that I want, or the relationship that I want, or the career that I want, you know? And those are really simple things. They are not difficult things. So I want you to write down, think about real well, and write down 3 words that will describe your ideal self in relationship with yourself. Okay, 3 words that will describe your ideal self. It's like a goal, like an objective that you want to reach. And right now, my words are to be present, totally present, at least like Eckhart Tolle, present. I want to be enthusiastic all the time, and I want to be proactive. Okay? So those are my words in relationship with myself. And your words can be anything, but at least put 3 words. It can be 1 word. It can be 2 words, but something that will describe your future identity. And now I want you to write another 3 words that will describe your ideal self in relationship with the others. Okay? How do you want to be in relationship with the others? And my words are positive. I never spread negative news, you know. I never gossip about anything. So I want to be positive. I want to be involved. And I want to be trustworthy. Those are my words. That doesn't mean I am not at all. Yes, I am. Whatever I said that I want to be with me and with the others, you know, in relationship with me and with the others. But I am working toward mastery. And once you get there, once those things become automatic, then you can set new standards. You don't have to to watch those no more, because they become automatic. So how do you check this? When you are somewhere, when you are with somebody, when you are doing an activity or something that matters, you ask yourself, in this moment, do I live according to the standards that I set up for me or not? And it's really easy to do so, because when you say you are positive and you are talking negative things, you are not living within the standards that you set for yourself. But eventually, one day, you won't have to think about this. So you will set new standards. Those standards will create a personality that will match whatever you want to achieve in your life. Otherwise, you won't go there. The mediocre mindset have no identity of their own. They rely on the identity they got in the first 7 years of their life. They are stuck with those limiting beliefs, and they function automatically, practically. They don't set new standards for themselves. They think that's it. That's who I am. And they never consciously want to go further than that. Sometimes they don't know. But when somebody tells you that, and you want something more, then you should do it. If you think that you are stuck with the personality that you've got until you reach 7 or 10, you are wrong. You can change that personality anytime. You just have to make a decision in that way and start doing it. Another trait of high performers is that they are consciously controlling their state, and they are mostly in a high vibrational frequency, being positive, being optimistic, being grateful. It's a high vibrational frequency, and they have those traits. So they are always in a high vibrational frequency. And even when they feel low, they can set up a new state by using their physiology, their thought, their internal dialogue, and they set up the state they desire, the state of vibration that they desire. The mediocre are almost always in a low vibration, like anger, guilt, fear, shame, which is the lowest one. The biggest one for them is pride. Sometimes they feel proud. But pride, let me tell you this, pride is still a poor state of being. Pride is still a low vibration. You have to go beyond that. Pride is not such a great vibration. It's a low vibration. It's better than anger, it's better than shame, it's better than guilt. Yes, it is better than those. And they perceive that as a very good thing. But that's not it. You have to go beyond that. You have to go beyond courage. You have to go beyond those things and to go to gratefulness, to appreciation. That's when you set a new vibration, a high vibration. Another trait of high performers is that they have really good care about their body. Okay? They know that that's all they have. I know that this is all I have, and I take good care of my body. Why? Because it doesn't matter what you have in your mind for your future. It doesn't matter how big is your vision if you cannot get out of bed in the morning. Okay? And if something really hurts. I have an example about that. Yesterday I had a terrible headache. I don't know where it come from because I really take good care of my body, but I got it. And I could feel on myself that I was with no energy. I wanted to set up myself, to encourage myself to do something. But when you have a pain within your body, it is really, really difficult to be in a positive state of mind, a real positive state of mind. You are fluctuating, you are going back and forth. So there are a few things at least that you have to take care of. Your sleep, what you eat, and the water you take, if you are hydrated enough. It's not that difficult, at least those three. Okay? So what the mediocre do? They eat junk food whenever they can. They indulge in sugars and beverages and alcohol. They listen to news all the time, so they won't skip any news, any negative stuff. They watch stupid talk shows, and of course they have a poor sleep because of those things. That means they have no consideration for the body. And even when they want to do something, they really can't because they don't have any energy. Energy comes from taking care of the body. Energy comes from taking care of your mind. Energy comes from movement, from exercise, not from connecting with the couch. You don't have energy from there. Here is another trait of high performers. They are exceptional when it comes to productivity. Well, they always ask in the morning, first thing in the morning. They wake up, they are grateful, they have their ritual, and they ask, what's my mission for today? What is my mission for today? And they start doing that. They don't look at something else or do something else. They start doing their tasks, the important tasks for the day, so they know they made another step toward their vision. The mediocre have no plan for today. First thing they do in the morning, usually, they start the TV, see some news, so they won't lose any negativity of the day. So they start with negativity, and they go to work because they have to. Otherwise, they won't survive. And when they go to work, they have poor or no productivity, or they have productivity only when they are supervised. Another thing that high performers are very good, another trait, is that they are totally present. Whenever you talk to a high performer, they will give you really little time, They don't have much time. So when they give you 5 minutes or 10 minutes or an hour of their time, they are totally there. When they go to a negotiation, they are totally there. When they go to a meeting, they are totally there. When they do their plan, they are totally there. They always ask themselves, on a scale from 1 to 10, when they are somewhere, it's easy to make this a habit if you have those questions for yourself. How present I am now, physically, emotionally, and intellectually. How present I am now when I do this. How present. And on a scale from 1 to 10. And your brain will come immediately with the number. And if the number is less than 10, you are not present. You are not very much present. So it's easy to do that. The others, the mediocre, when you talk to them, you get nervous. Why? Because they don't pay any attention. Either they check their phone, or I don't know, they think somewhere else. Their attention goes everywhere. You talk to them, but they are not there. When they are somewhere with someone, they are not really there. I have fun seeing pictures of people posted on media, for example, that they are saying they are there, but you can see in their eyes that they are not there. Okay? They are somewhere else, and you should try this. It's really funny. Even in the newspapers or on a show or somewhere, when people are not there, you can see they are not there. They think in the past, or they project. They are in memory, or they have anxieties. You can see it on their face. Another trait of high performers is that they always develop the art of communication. They know that this is the most important thing in influencing others. the art of communication. And we'll talk about this. I will have a lesson, or maybe 2-3 lessons about the art of communication, because it is very important in order for you to influence people. And influencing people is one of the highest skills that you can acquire. The mediocre have poor or no communication skills. The best they can do is judging and gossiping. That's their communication skills. And that's about it. That's why they are mediocre. Another thing of the high performers that I really love is that they have the ability to inspire others through their enthusiasm, because they have a clear vision of what they want, because they are visionaries. They are inspired by that vision and they are enthusiastic about that. They are really enthusiastic about that. And when you stay in the proximity of somebody that is really enthusiastic, you become enthusiastic. That's why people don't follow people. People follow the enthusiasm and the vision. That's what they follow. That's why they become great leaders, the high performers. The others, they can't inspire anybody. Or yes, you can inspire the people just like you with gossiping. So the mediocre people cannot inspire anybody except the ones that are gossiping partners, probably. Nobody follows them, really. Nobody likes low energy, low vibrational energy. Here is another trait of high performers. They take full responsibility for what they think, how they feel, and what they do, and of course for their results. They take full responsibility for their actions and for their results. And even when they make mistakes and have poor results sometimes, because they do, like anybody, they can make mistakes, they don't blame anybody. They don't blame anybody for that. They blame just themselves. And when they achieve something, they put that thing on their team. That's why their team follows. The mediocre, when they accomplish something somehow, they brag about it a lot, even though they have no really contribution on that. But they brag about it. And they put it on themselves. I deserve it, But when they make a mistake and they screw everything up, then they blame everybody except them. Okay, that's the mediocre mindset. And another trait that I love is high performers are connected with something greater than themselves. What they are asking themselves, how can I serve others? It's not only about them. When they achieve something, like I told you, they put it on their team. They try to serve people. They do their best to serve other people. When the mediocre philosophy, it's what's in it for me. It's about them. They don't really care about anybody or anything unless they have a profit from that. So you've seen some traits of high performers and you've seen some traits of mediocrity. Now you decide. If you feel good with your life, go with it like it is. If you don't feel good, then turn around, make new choices, copy or model those high performers, work on those traits, and you will get there, because this is how it works. If you decide to become a high performer, I still have more valuable information for you on this subject. So stay tuned for the next lesson, and if you didn't subscribe yet, just hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you will know when I put new content. And if this video helped you, I will appreciate it if you comment on this, if you ask questions, and if you share it with somebody else. I am sure that you know people that are ready for this kind of knowledge. And all my content is free and complete. I don't hide anything. I share everything that I know from my own experience, not only the book, from my own experience of life. And the only thing you will ever have to pay is attention. That's it, attention. And I believe you can become a great performer. I believe this. That's because that's why I'm doing this. Because I believe in you. I believe you have incredible potential to activate from within you. And I look forward to see you on the next lesson and meet you on the next level of performer somewhere, you know? Maybe I'll meet you in person. So until then, I wish you all the best and God bless you.